Hey guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and I'm back again, third day in a row with some new action figure reviews. I wasn't planning on doing this many reviews this week, but I happened across some new figures, and then I felt like doing some older figures, and some new figures, and some more new figures, so I figured what the heck, might as well go ahead and put them on film, or memory card. Okay, so anyway, this is the Gears of War 3 Series 1 ANYA figure. Pretty cool figure overall. Couple problems with the figure, but a lot of good stuff as well. First thing I want to start off with is the height, the overall height. She stands at 6.5 inches just about, so it is a 7-inch scale figure. It's not the same as Marvel Legends or DC Universe, unfortunately. But it's still a really cool figure. The detail on these figures, as is common with the NECA, it's just amazing. The amount of detail that they cram into these figures for $11 or $12. Let's get it in focus. It's just amazing. Look at the details on the gun. It's a little bit shiny, I know, but you can still see the details. She's got the little band-aids on her arm. All the clothing is textured. The hair, look at the detail in the hair. The face is really good. Now, the problem with mine, the eyes are a little cross-eyed, only opposite. They're both pointing to the side a little bit. It's not too much of a problem. I'm not really too worried about it. The hair, though, was sitting kind of high on the head, too high, so I pulled the hair off. Now, use caution if you're doing this. Don't blame me if you rip it in half. But you can pop the hair off. It's all one piece, and then just move it forward and glue it if you have the same problem I did. But I think it looks pretty good now, pretty good likeness, and I'm pretty pleased with it overall. Let's get the gun out of her hand so I can show you some of the details a little closer. The armor is just detailed and painted immaculately. Her little necklace looks great. There's almost no problems with the paint there. There's really almost no problems with the paint anywhere. It's just a great looking figure. The texture in the pants, paint app, everything is just about perfect in terms of aesthetics. It looks absolutely great. The COG logo on her, I don't know, whatever armor you call that, that great detail. It's all textured. Everything just looks awesome. Absolutely great. Her hands got nice detail. There it is. Absolutely great. Let's move on to articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so decent enough motion there. Not too much forward and back, just enough. And then, of course, it rotates and can turn side to side, so you can get some really realistic looking poses out of it. The torso has a rocker in there, like an ab crunch, standard like Marvel Legends DCU style, and then it rotates at the waist as well. The shoulders, same as the Marcus Phoenix figure or this NECA Street Fighter figures. It's got that forward moving shoulder joint, like chest slash shoulder joint. Then it has a ball joint in the shoulder that's in there, and then this is basically just a bicep swivel with like a little cover piece that goes over the ball joint to make it look better. So that's all that is. Then we have a double jointed elbow, finally. A double jointed elbow that actually is worth having. She can get great range of motion out of that, more than 90 degrees, so that's really helpful. I really like that a lot. Wrist rotation, and then a wrist pivot. Same thing on this hand, this arm. Only difference is the trigger finger. She holds the gun really well, no problems there. This hand has a little bit of trouble getting into the forward grip on the gun, just because of the way they put the thumb. Having it down like that kind of gets in the way, but it's not too big of a deal. And while I'm here, I can show you, just there's detail on each knuckle and on the top of the hand. It's just great detail. Even inside the armor, you can see the little, like, it's not chainmail, but it's something like that. So really nice sculpting detail. Okay, back to the articulation. The belt here, it doesn't float like Marcus's. It is connected, but the pieces do float to a degree. They hang, so they're not really going to get in the way too much. And they're a nice soft material, so that's cool. And then the chest armor is also a softer material as well, so that's good. She's got the ball joint just like the Hasbro Marvel Legends in the hips, so you have to rotate it kind of to get it to move up, using the disc inside the ball joint to bring the leg forward, and then you can just spin it on the thigh swivel to get it to face the way you want it to. So it takes a little bit getting used to, but you can get some nice poses out of it. It's a little tricky, but it does work. It is satisfactory. Double jointed knees, so that's really nice. Look at that crazy good range of motion there. The little knee pad looks awesome. It fills in nicely. Doesn't get in the way when you open the leg up. Everything looks really great. And it has the shin swivel in there. I personally don't like that articulation. It's not realistic. You can't move your foot without moving the top of your leg. This way anyway. So it doesn't need to be there in my opinion, but it is there. She has an ankle rocker, a really big ankle rocker, but it's hidden. Or not rocker, I'm sorry, just an ankle joint. But it is hidden well, so it is really effective. You can get a lot of range out of the foot. And then it has the toe articulation as well. There is technically an ankle rocker in there, but you don't really get much out of it. So, not the best. I wish it had more because, in my opinion, the ankle rocker is one of the most important pieces of articulation on an action figure, because without that, you can't get them in really great poses. But nonetheless, this figure has really good articulation. It actually is effective. She can hold the gun fairly well. And, like I said already numerous times, the paint is incredibly good. The sculpting is incredibly good. I really don't have any complaints. I wish there was an ankle rocker, but I really can't count that as a complaint, to be fair. It's just a great figure overall. I'm very, very pleased I got it. What was it, $11, $12, something like that. After tax, $12. Really can't go wrong. Absolutely worth the money. So go pick it up. Gears of War Series 3, Gears of War 3, I'm sorry, Series 1, ANYA, Stroud. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews and more custom figures. And in the meantime, keep collecting.